At the beginning of 209 AD, Zhou Yu led his main force across the river, and stationed on the north bank to confront Cao Ren, in the city of Jiangling. At this time, Liu Bei was also in the army. He knew the importance of Jiangling, but he had too few troops, and the task of frontal attack he was neither involved in, nor capable of taking the lead, so the situation was very embarrassing. So Liu Bei took the initiative to say to Zhou Yu, "Jiangling city is rich in food and supplies. I'm afraid it's hard to conquer. I'll send Zhang Fei to lead 1,000 fierce soldiers to help you to attack the city together, and you'll also share 2,000 people with me. I'll look for a chance to go to cut off the connection between Jiangling and Xiangyang. Cao Ren will definitely abandon the city and flee without a way back." Zhou Yu also wanted to use Liu Bei's power to take Jiangling city as early as possible. So he agreed to Liu Bei's request. After getting this supplement of 2,000 soldiers, Liu Bei actually did not go north himself, but sent Guan Yu to go around the back to perform the task of blocking the way to the north, while Liu Bei himself led Zhao Yun, Zhuge Liang and others to attack the 4 commanderies in southern Jingzhou. Liu Bei went south, although it is under the name of the provincial governor of Jingzhou, Liu Qi, but in fact, from this time onwards, the interests of the two houses of Sun and Liu are stirred together, and it was already impossible to distinguish between them. Liu Bei fought in 4 commanderies in southern Jingzhou, borrowed 2,000 soldiers from Zhou Yu, and when the job was done, the Eastern Wu had to share the profits. Zhou Yu attacked Jiangling, Zhang Fei assisted from the side, Guan Yu behind enemy lines to play guerrilla. When the city fell, Liu Bei also have to share the profits. From then on, the two houses in Jingzhou each recorded a small account, on the surface together with the gang cooking, but secretly they are preventing each other from eating more and taking more. Before the Battle of Red Cliff, Cao Cao had ordered Liu Ba, a native of Lingling, to pacify the 4 commanderies in southern Jingzhou, and the governors of the commanderies surrendered to Cao Cao. Now that Cao Cao's army has lost the right to control the Yangtze River, and the connection with southern Jingzhou has been severed, the 4 commanderies have become virtually ownerless. Moreover, the southern part of Jingzhou is not a strategic place, with fewer soldiers and mighty generals to defend it, so it's too easy to take it down. As soon as Liu Bei led his army southward, the governors of Wuling, Changsha, Weiyang, and Lingling chose to surrender voluntarily. It was at this time that Huang Zhong, a native of Nanyang, joined Liu Bei's army. Huang Zhong had been appointed by Liu Biao as a general of the household, and was stationed in You County of Changsha, following Liu Biao's nephew, Liu Pun. Both Liu Pun and Huang Zhong were fierce generals at that time, so the two often went east into Yangzhou's territory to attack and plunder, and no one could beat them. After Sun Che took charge of Jiangdong, he appointed Tai Shi as the commandant of Jiancheng, whose main purpose was to deter Liu Pun and Huang Zhong. When Cao Cao conquered Jingzhou, Liu Pun was already dead, so he appointed Huang Zhong as a major general, under the command of the governor of Changsha. When Changsha was surrendered, Huang Zhong followed into Liu Bei's command. In the same year, Sun Quan attacked Hefei for the first time and ended in failure. In order to completely solve the problem of roving bandits in the area of Huainan, Cao Cao dispatched Xia Ho Yuan and other generals to Lujiang Commandery to conquer Lei Shu and others, who were former generals of Yuan Shu. After Lei Shu was defeated in battle, he led more than 50,000 of his subordinates and family members to join Liu Bei. Soon after Liu Qi fell ill and died, his subordinates together elected Liu Bei to be the governor of Jingzhou. It turned out that Liu Biao's former subordinates, and the local scholars and powerful people, in Jingzhou also came to Liu Bei. For example, Ma Liang, Shi Zhen, Yin Guan and others. It is probable that Wei Yan, a native of Yiyang, also submitted to Liu Bei at this time with his subordinates. At this time Liu Bei held the southern part of Jingzhou, received the soldiers of the four commanderies, and Lei Xiu's troops and Liu Biao, Liu Qi's former troops. Now he had tens of thousands of soldiers. The 49-year-old Liu Bei, thus becoming the biggest winner of the Battle of Red Cliffs. In the 25 years since he started his military campaign in Zhuo Commandery, except for a brief period of time, when he occupied Xuzhou, Liu Bei has always lived a life of a vassal, and has been repeatedly treated as a mercenary. It is not until today that he is truly considered as a warlord. Liu Bei then enthroned the meritorious ministers in his capacity as the governor of Jingzhou, appointing Guan Yu as the general of Dongkou, the later governor of Xiangyang, Zhang Fei as the general of Jinglu, the later governor of Yidu, with the title of Marquis of Xin Village, Zhao Yun as the lieutenant general, concurrently serving as the governor of Guiyang, and Zhuge Liang as the strategy general of the household, stationed at Linzheng, responsible for the management of the government of the three commanderies of Changsha, Weiyang, and Lingling, with Liu Bei himself guiding his army in Gong'an. From the beginning to the end of 209 AD, a whole year, Liu Bei occupied four commanderies in the south of Jingzhou, rapidly growing in power. During this period, Zhou Yu and Cao Ren's battle of attack and defense under the city of Jiangling did not stop for a moment. In order to isolate Cao Ren, and cut off his connection with Munchong in Dongyang, Yue Jin in Xiangyang, Wen Pin in Jiangxia, and Xu Huang in Funcheng, Guan Yu led thousands of soldiers to launch frequent harassment and blocking attacks against Cao's reinforcements and provisions on both land and water routes in the vast area of north of the Yangtze River, which is known as the blocking the Northern Way. However, since Guan Yu's strength is only a few thousand, it is unrealistic to completely block the main road connecting Jiangling with the northern region of Jingzhou. So he can only use the guerrilla warfare method that Liu Bei's army specializes in, to raid and delay at the enemy's rear, and to increase Cao's support and transportation costs. When Cao's soldiers are many, Guan Yu bluffs and disgusts them. When Cao's soldiers are few, he attacks them by surprise. When he wins, he retreats, and when he loses, he lets his troops disperse and run away, and there will be no great loss. In nearly a year's time, the invisible Guan Yu guerrilla squad caused great trouble to Cao's army, and became the key booster for Zhou Yu's victory in the front battlefield. When Cao returned to the north, he had ordered Xu Huang, who was stationed at Funcheng, to go south to support Cao Ren. At the beginning of 209 AD, Xu Huang began to march while clearing the roadblocks along the way, and successively cleared the bandits in Zhonglu, Yicheng, and Linzhou, etc. After successfully arriving at Dongyang, he joined forces with Munchong to attack Guan Yu in Hanjin, and Guan Yu was repulsed, so Xu Huang succeeded in arriving at Jiangling. During this period, Guan Yu also had several engagements with the reinforcements sent by Yue Jin and Wen Pin, which led to a greater loss of Cao's already exhausted troops. In order to rescue Jiangling, Cao has no choice but to send the governor of Runan, Marquis of Duting Village, Li Tong, to lead his troops south and fight Guan Yu. Along the way, Li Tong was constantly blocked by small groups of troops sent by Guan Yu, and the road was littered with obstacles such as dense deerstalker. Fortunately, Li Tong fought valiantly and led the way, which made them step by step to Jiangling city. Although Li Tong contracted a disease and died before entering the city, he was able to deliver reinforcements and provisions to Cao Ren in a thrilling manner. Jiangling city originally had a large amount of provisions stored in it, but under Guan Yu's frequent attacks, it was gradually unable to support itself, and the soldiers could not be replenished in time after they were killed or injured. Under such circumstances, Cao Ren, who could have held out for a long time, was in an increasingly difficult situation. In order to break this situation, Cao Ren wanted to go out of the city to meet the battle, replacing defense with offense, and Zhou Yu also wanted to say goodbye to the tough tug of war and defeat Cao's army in one stroke in a battle of movement. So they agreed on a date, and on that day, Zhou Yu and Cao Ren each led their main forces, and fought together under the city of Jiangling. At that time, Zhou Yu personally rode his horse to command the war, and his position was very forward. Unfortunately, he was shot by a stray arrow in his right rib, and was so seriously injured that he could only order his troops to return. The news of Zhou Yu's injury soon reached the city, and Cao Ren was so delighted that he led his army to attack. Learning of Cao Ren's attack, Zhou Yu strongly endured his wounds, and went out to patrol the battalion, loudly motivating his generals. After seeing Zhou Yu from a distance, Cao Ren then retreated back to the city. Under the front and rear attack of Zhou Yu and Guan Yu, Cao's army suffered many deaths and injuries. By the end of 209 AD, Cao Ren finally could not hold on any longer and fled by abandoning the city with his defenders. Zhou Yu, who had fought hard for a year, finally succeeded in capturing Jiangling, a strategic fortress of pivotal significance. Sun Quan then appointed Zhou Yu as the governor of Southern Commandery. The defense line of Cao's army was compressed to the front line of Dongyang, and Liu Bei was given the land on the south bank of the Yangtze River in Southern Commandery, because of the contribution of Guan and Zhang. From this point on, Jingzhou was divided into three, with the northern part of Southern Commandery, the northern part of Jiangxia, and the whole of Nanyang going to Cao. The southern part of Jiangxia, and the central part of the Southern Commandery, on the north bank of Yangtze River going to Sunchuan, and the southern part of Southern Commandery, on the south bank of the Yangtze River, plus the four commanderies in southern Jingzhou, going to Liu Bei. Liu Bei's territory seems to be the largest, but it is sidelined in the south of Jingzhou, away from the core of the central plain. Sun Quan's land is the smallest, although it is all the essence of the region along the river, and also contain Yiling, the gateway to the west into Yizhou. So afterward, both sides feel that they have suffered a loss. Liu Bei thinks that without the help of Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, Zhou Yu will not be able to drive away Cao Ren, and now he has not been able to share half an inch of land in the north of the Yangtze River, which is unreasonable. Sun Quan thinks that the southern part of Jingzhou should have belonged to Jiangdong, and not to mention that Liu Bei took advantage of the situation, but also not satisfied. The two are like a couple who suddenly got rich, and before the honeymoon is over, they are thinking about each other's card balance.